Back at you with another one. This time we got a Godzilla panini. I'm just kidding. But so this is another one from Facebook Marketplace. Shout out to my boy James who sold it to me. This is a very cool figure, and it's one that I've been wanting for some time. So let's crack her open. And we got another protective box on the inside. Yeah, shout out to you, James. Packed it with care. All right, let's get Godzilla out of there. All right, the King. This is the Bandai King series, Godzilla -1 Oscar edition. Love it. And you're going to get a nice card right there. Wow. And look at the box. I love the box. So let's take the plastic bag off. Okay, so first off, we got this beautiful card that I sleeved up right away. It's also in plastic, and I put it in a plastic sleeve. And I don't know what it says up here. It's got the number 70, so I'm either thinking it's about the 70th anniversary of Godzilla, or explaining that this is the first Godzilla in 70 years to win an Oscar. So if you're Japanese when watching this, translate for us. We know that's Godzilla -1 right there, and I guess that must be the something to do with the Oscar version. But yeah, I love that. I love that it's all written in Japanese though. That just makes the box look so much cooler, And it's a beautiful box in gray and black. Yeah, you get there's like a skull on the bottom there. You get a really beautiful picture of Godzilla -1 here. You got the Bandai Namco Godzilla logos. You're going to have Godzilla on the side, and then that same picture that's on the front. And what a sick picture of Godzilla -1. Awesome. Yeah. And it's a really, the box is like such an attention grabber, It's really, really nice. A very fitting box for an Oscar award winner, that's for sure. And it's the figure's a nice size figure too. I've been wanting, a King series. I started out wanting the one that had like the atomic version had the blue dorsal plates until I saw this one. And I made this the first priority, but wow. So nice. So this is the Oscar edition, or Oscar night edition, I think. I don't know. I'll check that out. But wow, this looks great. All right, so yeah. I mean, I cut all the wires off, but I'm going to leave them in the box just because I think it's so cool. It's a cool way to display it with the card there as well. But what can we say about Godzilla -1? I mean, what a great movie. Movie of the year, for me. I think it won like 12-something awards, movie of the year in Japan, and just crushed it at all the award shows, and won its first Oscar for visual graphics, the first Oscar in 70 years of Godzilla movies. So that was a big deal. And you had Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito reading off the award. And the whole crew from Godzilla -1, from Takashi Yamazaki to everybody he brought with them, had Goji figures. And Takashi Yamazaki himself had the golden Goji. You know what I mean? And now I have a golden Goji. But yeah, so, it was it's been really big for Godzilla lately, between Godzilla -1 having the success that it did. I think it was like over 100 million worldwide on a $15 million budget. Was just incredible. And then to top it all off, winning the Oscar. And then you had Godzilla X Kong to follow that, which just, drove up the popularity even more. We got to see Godzilla -Color. And so, the importance of this movie and this particular Godzilla will forever ring true in history. You know what I mean? Godzilla -1 was a big deal. And obviously, it's like one of the coolest looking Godzilla designs ever. I'm sure most people would agree. Everybody thinks the design of Godzilla -1 is just spot on and awesome. Vicious, mean-looking, awesome-looking, cool-looking Godzilla. So, I'm trying to collect as many Godzilla -1 figures as I can because I love Godzilla -1, It's in my top 3 of Godzilla designs for sure. So, but let's get him out of the box and pose him a little bit. Okay, so now he's out of the box, and wow, this is quite impressive, I have to say, man. It's pretty cool to have a golden Goji, and they kind of nailed it. I see on another golden Goji, a smaller one that I think that comes with the DVD that doesn't really come off as gold. This one does. I love the curvature of the tail right there. That looks amazing. Like the pose is really cool. This is pretty much the same pose as we got with the 6-inch, where he's just straight up looking forward. But wow, the detail on this is amazing. I love the way Godzilla's skin is here, and it's so pronounced because it's in gold. The dorsal plates are a tiny bit darker in certain places, which gives it a nice contrast and makes them really look nice. I think his face looks great. The teeth look really cool. You can see them all. And the inside of the mouth is well done. It's like it gives it a lighter shade almost, and you could kind of see the tongue right there. So there is detail on the inside of the mouth. You also have detail here on the side of the cheek. Let me see if I can turn it like that so you can see it. That shows the damage. So you can see the damage right there, despite it all being gold. It's a little bit of a contrast, and you do see it like puffed out a little bit. So that's nice that they were able to add that, having the figure be all gold. The details on his neck and chest are fantastic. Look at that. This is a beautiful piece of vinyl. Everything's painted gold. Look at the detail. Look at the detail on his feet. Just going up. Excellent, man. That looks amazing. So articulation here is just going to be the arms and legs. Nothing on the head, nothing on the tail. And that's fine. This is not meant for that. This is a special Oscar edition. So it's just meant to be posed on the shelf. So let's pose him, though. All right, so I'm always going to go for a running pose. And this allows you to do it quite nicely. Really looks awesome, you know what I mean? Not that Godzilla -1 was a runner, but so cool, and it really captures the running pose perfectly. So yeah, I mean you're not gonna get too many poses out of this because it's just regular vinyl arm leg articulation, but it's really not meant for that. It's just meant to appreciate it, and it's quite impressive. It looks awesome. So, but that's nice. We got a nice running pose. All right, now here goes this figure performing right after I talk shit about it having minimal articulation. Wow, that's a nice creep and tail off the ground pose. Does that look awesome or what, man? That looks amazing. So cool. See, that's great. I like when a piece of vinyl gives you a good, cool pose like that. Wow, that's awesome. Excellent. Excellent tail off the ground pose. Little balancing and you can do it. And we could just have him sitting there deep in thought. Just to show you the posability of it. How you could move the arms and legs. And you could have him in another nice action pose like this here. Of course the arms, can go all the way around. Just to give you an idea of how they move. It's just arms and legs, So you're going to have a limited amount of poses, but it just looks so impressive in every pose that you put it in. It's such a really, really nice figure. Okay, so now you're going to have that famous pose when he goes into Ginza and he basically leans over and roars with his arms back. And you could really see from this pose the detail on the front of the figure. Awesome. I really, really like the detail on the chest going into the neck. The face is really first class. So is the top of the head. You know, it's not just the color of this figure. It's loaded with detail, and it just looks so very nice. Look at that face sculpt. Now the eyes are nice too. The eyes are they're like a yellow. Kind of, the eyes are almost, yeah, the eyes are like close to the color of the inside of the mouth, where it's slightly different. The eyes are actually very well done here. But yeah, awesome. And you can do it if you want, but walking on all fours pose. You can't turn the head, so the head's going to be looking down. But, I mean, you could kind of get it walking on all fours pose. Not the greatest in the world, but it can be done. Okay, so now I want to compare it with the regular Bandai 6-inch vinyl. And obviously you could see the size difference here. This Golden Goji is a big boy. But, you know, the style and the design is basically the same. But Golden Goji here is on steroids. It's just way more detailed, as you could see here, you know, going up into the chest and stuff, and the head detail and everything else. Of course, we have the upswept curved tail. There's more detail on the legs. But yeah, that's how they compare and scale. But I'm very, very happy to have them both. Okay, now I just want to show you how he scales with the Oto Island version of Shin and the Bandai Godzilla action figure. So these, all four Bandais here. And, you know, you could see just from looking at it with these guys how much more impressive Golden Goji actually is. Awesome, man. All right, so let's see here. Okay, so now I just want to compare and scale it with the two SH Monster Arts figures that I own. The regular Godzilla -1 and the Godzilla minus color. So it's really nice to have all of these -1 figures now. I have 6 of them, and plan on adding many more. So, and the 6 that I have are actually all Bandais. So kudos to Bandai. You're making me want to get your -1 figures, guys. Bravo. All right, folks. So that's going to wrap it up. You can't get him into a foot stomp pose because of the curvature of the tail. It doesn't allow, there's no point to balance it at. But you can put him into a foot stomping pose if you rest it on the box. So that's what it looks like. And wow, I'm just so impressed by this figure, from everything from the box it comes in to the beautiful, you know, pictures on the box and the color, the orthochromatic scheme of the box, basically, which contrasts so nice with the gold color Goji. You get this beautiful collector's item card here with the 70th anniversary. And this is just a fantastic figure. It's a nice size. It's so well sculpted and detailed and painted that it just crushes. And you could get it into a couple of cool poses. So this is one that's most certainly going to stand out on your shelf. I'm so happy that I purchased it. Shout out once again to James on Facebook Marketplace for getting it to me quickly. It's a beautiful figure, man. Thank you. And if you like what you're looking at, go out there and get you some Golden Goji. You know, it's rare. So I'm hoping that this definitely appreciates nicely. But I'm not going to sell it anytime soon, or if at all. I really, really like it. it's a nice way to commemorate the Oscar award-winning Godzilla -1. And I'm very, very happy that I have it. I feel like Takashi Yamazaki. Anyway, like the goddamn video. Subscribe to my channel. And I'll be back at you with another one soon, folks. Peace out. Golden Goge.